So, Mark, it was tough for us to pick out the big findings here, and we distilled it down to 6. Hybrid sales roles, they continue to be the fastest growing role in sales today. We started to see that during the pandemic, and it's very important to say how we define the hybrid sales role. So this isn't working hybrid, right? So this isn't a hybrid workforce question, like I'm working in an office and working from home, but this is how am I interfacing with my clients, my buyers, my customers. So it means that they're spending roughly half of their time face-to-face and half of their time connecting with their customers in a virtual or remote fashion, regardless of where that takes place. So that's how we define hybrid. And it was really a shift from field sales role. Brick and mortar. And there was just something that I saw online today by one of our clients, actually, a big advertising company around brick and mortar returning in a huge way. And they were posing the question on, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the in-store shopping experience or e-commerce? Because they talked about, Mark, the growth in brick and mortar, and brick and mortar sales were up. I think it was like 18.7%.
Yeah, people are back out in the stores. Yeah.
They're in the stores, and they talked about e-commerce too, right? It was like up 14.5%, something like that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about omni-channel. Finding and retaining talent. It remains a big challenge for sales organizations. And then 3 other things that we found true to all of you in incentive compensation. 1, revenue. It's growing in usage. So it was bookings was always the strongest one for that new acquisition. And we're going to talk to you about the role that revenue has been playing. And then profit, how that's been gaining adoption in pay plans. And as a service continues as a priority, although we know that it has been fraught with some maybe economically driven, we're not sure, issues in getting there.
Yeah, I think as a service, I mean, that's been the trend, right? That's where everything's going in terms of moving off of selling the one-time license or the on-premise thing to the as a service. Interestingly, and we'll kind of color some of these comments today about what's happening recently, the as a service, the SaaS companies, particularly in software, are feeling the brunt of some of the recent economic pressure because of the variable nature of what they're buying, right? So in a couple of ways, you can use less if you need to, so you haven't committed to that huge license,
right,
or depending on your contract terms. And then if you're laying people off and you don't have as many people, well, you're not going to have as many as a service seats, right? And we haven't heard as much about sales organization layoffs as much as general layoffs, but certainly that can have an impact on the as a service segment.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what we've been hearing, some companies are even questioning, should we be pushing it as much? And, and salespeople are saying, would I just be making more if I sold that one time upfront, cash, right? That one with that upfront deal.
Yeah.
So,
I see this point from Regina on the note here. Now there's going to be a fee for returning clothes. They'll drive people to go back to brick and mortar shopping. That's a really good point. I've heard some of that as well. Like, was it Stitch Fix or somebody $3.50 fee, or maybe that was the wrong company, but it's like $3.50 to return something. So it kind of, diminishes that a little bit in terms of certain people I know that buy massive amounts and they plan to return, 2/3 of it. Well, there's going to be a little bit of a penalty for that. So, so that's been used. That whole free return thing's been used for a while to really try to drive online. And, people have really picked up during the pandemic, but there's going to be a cost to that with some companies at least.
Well, let me tell you something. I'll let you in on a secret. So I actually put this on my post this morning on LinkedIn, Mark, and I talked about that I bought a pair of jeans in a store, a little boutique, independently owned store in Nashville. But I found out about this new brand of clothing that's made in America. I happen to like made in America clothing. I seek out made in America stuff anyway. So I bought a pair of jeans from them online, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They didn't fit, but same size, whatever, $10 to return them.
No way.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm like debating, okay, is it going to be, what's the cost differential if I have them, if I have them taken in a little bit and I just have them altered versus return them. So I'm going to find that out. And I got 10 days. If I don't return them within 10 days, got to keep them. So yeah, things are changing.
Yep. I had the same thing happen with some boots I just bought, and they were huge. And luckily I was able to return them. And the place got it back to me. They sent them back even before they got the return back. So so
Wow.
luckily then the smaller size I got, they were too tight. And I'm like, I can't return these now. So I'm wearing the smaller size. So I'll get used to
Why
it.
you
I
look
will
a
get
little
used to it.
pitched in the face. You've been walking around like this anyway.